What's up, guys? Hi, it's your host, Nikki here, and I just got off an 8.5 hour shift, and honestly, it was one of those really nice shifts that just breezes by. There was nothing too strenuous, nothing too stressful. It was just busy enough to keep my mind, stimulated, and all of a sudden, it was rolling around to 5 p.m., and I was like, wow. I can't believe I've been here since 8:30 and, the day just passed me by, but it passed me by quickly. And that's all we can ever really ask of a desk job, am I right? I tell you what, when I'm doing anything in my actual field, the time flies by because I have so many things I want to do. But, when you're doing like secretarial work, it's a toss-up whether or not it is going to be torturous or stressful. It's usually more stressful. Or once in a blue moon, you get a day like today where things are easy, fun, relaxing, awesome. Got to do my own project. It was great. So with my present good mood, I am in the perfect position to have a little chit-chat. Let's get to it.
Are we kidding? Oh my gosh, I love that.
Okay, I feel bad for taking us from a complete positive to more of a negative tone, but guys, I gotta vent. I need to speak on something. Do you know how difficult it is having hot friends? Like, genuinely, I'm speaking in earnest here. It sucks having hot friends because when you look like me, conventionally, not fitting the stereotypical beauty standards, all right, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I'm hot, all right? I just don't put my hotness on display, nor was it genetically given to me. I mean, it's in there. I teach freaking chair dancing classes, okay? There is no doubt that I have of my hotness, my sex appeal as a person, okay? I just don't display it in any real sense. And also, I was born without eyebrows, so, that was just kind of a humility thrust upon me in the beginning. But I have friends that do fit the conventional beauty standards, and it's so effing annoying being friends with them sometimes. Because the amount of times that I have to just block everyone, it's so irritating. And all my friends are so freaking nice too. And so, they're like, yeah, anybody can come and sit with us and talk with us and text and blah, blah, blah. No, I was here first. I was your friend first. It's that TikTok audio where it's like, who are you? I'm the owner of this house. Who are you? This new boy on the street? Get in line, buddy. All right. No. You are interrupting my time with my best friend. So that's irritating to me. And you have the audacity to not like me? Okay. All right. News flash. She likes me. And if you want any access to her, you're gonna have to go through me. So the fact that you mistreat me, that's hilarious. Because I actually own the keys to the gate. So, you're not getting in. You're not getting in. And you're just a freaking menace at this point. And you don't like me? Uno reverse, babe. I hate you. I hate you. You're interrupting my time with my friend, and you also you don't even know. She's probably taken, okay? All of my friends are taken. They're all in situationships right now, okay? Every single one of them. So, back off. If I actually thought you were a decent person, being the friend that I am, I'd set you up. If I liked you, I'd make that happen for you. So, if I haven't approached you and been like, hey, you see this? This is my wing. Come on under it. I'm gonna guide you to my friend. If I haven't done that to you, one, I probably don't like you. Two, she's unavailable. And three, you know what? It was just never gonna happen anyways. She has expressed to me in private when you weren't freaking interrupting us, that she doesn't like you. Or else I would have done something. If you are a decent human being and I think, yeah, this could work out, I am the ultimate wing woman. I am responsible for multiple marriages, okay? This is not my first rodeo. I'm friends with a lot of hot people, all right? I have a killer personality and I'm no threat to them. So, yeah, I'm friends with hot people. It's not that difficult when you're nice, because they're actually, most of the time, these women they're stunning, gorgeous, smart, and they also happen to be, like, amazing human beings. And because I have nothing to gain from that, and they think I'm funny, we work. We're a perfect pair. But then these men, they come in here, and they try and take over, and I am just this thorn in their side. Somehow getting in their way? No! You've got it twisted there, my brother. You're getting in my way of my quality time with my friends. You're pissing me off is what you're doing. And sometimes, I want to tell my nice, gorgeous friends, could you please, for me, tell them to back the F up and tell them that I mean more to you. Okay, tell them they can't sit with us because I don't want to sit with them, but I'm forced to because my friends are nice. Anyways, I just need to vent about that because it's just a constant struggle for me. A constant struggle. Being the duff in a friend group, no one talks about the burden of that role. Okay? And for anybody that does not know what the duff means, first off, go watch that movie. That was such a good movie. The DUFF stands for Designated Ugly Fat Friend. It does not mean that you have to actually be ugly or fat, okay? But you just go watch the movie. The movie will explain it so well. Because obviously in the movie, the main character, Bianca, she finds out that her two best friends they're stunning and gorgeous. It's not like that was news to her, but she finds out that she's the duff in the group. She's the approachable one, the one that guys go to get information on how to get with her friends. And anyway, she finds this information out and it really rocks her world because she's like, wait a second, what about me? What about my value? Am I just gonna be forever this duff? So then she goes over this kind of like makeover type of thing, finding herself. It's fantastic. But of course, in the end, as any good story, she finds out that she was great all along and she doesn't need to look conventionally hot to be hot and to land the hottest guy in school, who happened to be Robbie Amell in that movie. 10 out of 10. Go watch that movie. Well, anyways, I can't tell you how much I related to that movie when that came out. I felt so seen. I felt so heard. I saw myself in Bianca and I was like, girl, hello. That's me right there. It's like looking in a freaking mirror, looking at Bianca in the Duff. I was like, oh my gosh, story of my effing life. That was an autobiography. That was a documentary of me, Nikki Kelly. That movie was, okay? It's so hard sometimes. The burden of being the duff, of being the approachable one. And that's saying something because I'm honestly not that approachable, not to men. I'm super approachable to women. But to men? No, I'm not. I'm not going to make it easy on you. I'm just not, because guess what? Everything in life is easy for you, all right? Getting to my friend, my hot friend, shouldn't be, okay? Yeah, I know she's nice. I know you want her. Again, get in line. Starts back there. Walk 30 minutes and then you'll reach the end of it. And there's people I like way more than you that are currently in the queue. So the chances that you're gonna move up, not likely. Not likely, brother. And also, I think you're neglecting me, the friend in this scenario, a little too much because you want to know whose ear I have? Yeah, I got your girl's ear. She's right up, like, listening to whose voice? Mine. She's listening to whose podcast? Mine. She's thinking who's funny? Me. So if I don't think you're funny, chances are you're not going to be compatible. Okay? You got to get past me. You need my approval to get to my friend. Did you never see Hitch? Go study up. Go watch Hitch. Okay? He talks about how important the best friends are. And was he wrong? No. No, he was not. Will Smith really understood dating in that movie when he was playing Hitch. When he set up, oh gosh, what was his name? The guy that plays in Mall Cop with Allegra Cole. All right? Yeah. How did he do that? Because he focused on the best friend. That's how. And I think these little boys, they're forgetting that a little too quickly. And it's really annoying me. So, yeah, thank you for that. I feel a little bit better. But just a PSA to all the guys out there that interrupt me and my time with my friends, back off. All right, wow, I feel lighter. Thank you for that. Man, sometimes I get on these like little rants and I'm like, if I were able to actually edit, I think that I could get a following. People would listen to me. People would listen to this podcast. The girlies would be on board because just that whole rant right then, I mean, I was giggling to myself. I was like, this is hilarious. This is some of my best material yet. And I'm just riffing. So sometimes I look back and think, man, this is such a good quality podcast. If only I could market it better. But you know what? Shout out to each and every one of you that are here with my horrible, terrible, very little marketing. You guys are so real for that. You're so real. Thank you. Thank you for seeing my quality. Thank you for seeing that this is just a good time. Like, I'm genuinely so happy that you're here. I love being here. I love it. This brings me life and joy. Man, I wish it brought me money, though. One day, we're gonna cross that threshold. One day. Oh, man, it's gonna be a great day when it happens. But I think, even just in that last rant, I was like, man, some of that could make some really good Insta clips. But do I have the time, energy, or just skills for that? No, I don't. And sometimes you gotta be real with your faults, real with your shortcomings, I should say, not faults, but your shortcomings. I am just not good at the whole social media thing. Or at least I'm okay, I'm all right at it, but there's no desire in me to get better. You know, I could learn. I'm absolutely capable of that. But man, I don't want to. I hate it. I hate editing. I don't like it. I don't like choosing the sounds. I don't like it. So one day I'm going to have a social media manager that's going to do all of that for me. And it's going to be the best day of my life. I'm going to wake up every morning overjoyed to be alive just for the pure fact that I'm going to have content I don't need to edit. So shout out to Abby, who one day when I have more money, she will be my social media manager for all of my accounts, for all of the things. Because right now, you know, she has her own life and her own full-time job and all of her own hobbies. And one day I will be able to afford to pay her a salary and she can quit her corporate job and she can come and do her dream, which is social media managing. And then we will just ride off into the sunset together until, of course, some freaking dude comes along because she's hot too. Oh, and she's super adventurous, and it's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying sometimes how great my friends are. I'm like, my gosh, can't you be average? Please. I mean, obviously, I don't want average friends. Like, come on. I love having really cool friends, but when I just want them to myself, it does make it a little difficult because everyone wants what they have to offer, which, hello, I get it, but you know, really, I'm the one in line. I'm the one just waiting for their attention to be on me, which is why I'm not very patient. So I just, you know, kind of step in and force the attention to be on me. And I'm lucky enough to have just so many women around me that are okay with that. and that, you know what, they enjoy it. They have a good time. They're entertained. And that's all I want. I just want people to be entertained. I love being the stand-in comedian at any given moment. What am I talking about? I feel like I just lost my entire train of thought, and my mouth kept going, but my brain was not in on it. Oh, a knock at my door. What a perfect interruption. Please hold. Guys, guess who's at my door? It's my friend Manu. And so I said, hey girl, guess what? I'm recording my podcast, and she is a frequent listener, and so guess who's here?
I feel so honored for this opportunity. As I told Nikki before, I listen to her podcast in the shower.
Yes.
So every time I hear your voice, I go like, it's time for a little soap. So yeah, I feel very comfortable right now. Very warm. I love it.
I love it so much. Okay, you just asked what's next to me on my desk.
Yeah.
And would you mind reading what's in front of you right now?
Yeah. So it's a little card that says, "Thank you from your grateful passenger." Hi there. You're probably wondering where a random. Oh, this is the thing that you do with the flight attendants.
Yes.
You're probably wondering why a random bag of lollies just landed on your lap. Well, let me open up the overheat bin on this one. This is fantastic. Because of you, I get to take off and see my family. You may not always get a round of applause, but I want you to know your kindness, patience, and care never fly under the radar. Gotta love the puns. So here's a little sweet treat to say thank you for keeping us safe, calm, and cared for while we're cruising through the clouds. What you do matters more than you know, and I'm grateful to be one of your passengers today. This is so cute.
Thank you. Lucy, she's going on a flight home to Scotland. And I was like, girl, you have to do flight attendant gifts. Like, this is a thing. I'm literally trying to convince the entire world.
Okay, I actually wanted to do these, but I feel so awkward.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, I feel like you have that initial fear of like, oh my gosh, how is this going to be perceived? And also, yeah, a little bit awkward. But you're so extroverted.
True.
You got this. And then the second, and I mean the second you hand the first one, the reaction that you get, all of your nerves will go away because you're like, wait, this is actually so fun. Like, they love it so much. They're like children. When you give them these cute little bags of candies, they're like, they act like you just gave them $100. It's so tender and sweet, and you feel like you are making the planet a better place.
Okay,
like, genuinely.
I have two questions.
Yes.
One,
Uh-huh.
have you ever gotten like better service
Oh.
or like gotten upgraded because of this? Because
yes.
I feel like this is the kind of thing that you get randomly upgraded for.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, it is. Yes, I do it out of the kindness and goodness of my heart, but like also, like, I wouldn't be me if everything didn't also yield great results.
I love the humbleness.
Yeah.
I love how you keep yourself humble. 10
Yeah, like-
out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, hello.
Okay, second question is, can I steal the little like phrase? Because
Yes.
when I first said it on your podcast, I was like, this is the best way to put this. And this is just so stinking cute. I'm actually flying, I already told you this, but I'm flying to Japan with my brother. And I'm thinking of maybe translating it to Japanese for like my Japanese flight attendants.
They would cry. They will actually. I've had flight attendants shed real tears.
Oh, that's so adorable.
It's so tender.
That is so cute.
It's so sweet, and yes, oh my gosh, 100%. Everyone completely copyright this, absolutely. Like, plagiarize away, please. I beg of you, because it will benefit not only the flight attendants, but you. Like, it will yield great results. They will be so sweet to you. They're like, what seat are you in? How can I take care of you? What can I do for you? They'll drop off treats. Anything you need or want on that flight is yours. You don't gotta do anything.
Here I am having like the fancy credit cards and trying to get like the airline credit cards to get treated better. All I needed was a bag of lollies. Now I know the hack. I actually do a version in Spanish as well. This is really cute, and I love this. Especially because you know this already, and you probably do the same trip as I do. But my flight home is like 30 hours.
Yeah.
So I am going to be on that plane with those people for at least 14 hours for each stretch of the flight. And when you get the really cranky flight attendants, which bless their hearts, honestly, they deal with so much shit.
Yeah.
Can I say shit in here?
Yeah. Yes. No worries. Yes, you can.
I just wanted to double check. But yeah, when you get a cranky flight attendant, it definitely changes your trip, and it just makes you feel a little awkward. It's like brightening up someone else's day. I think it's really cute. You have another card here. Is it the same thing?
That one's mine. So that one's slightly different. Because I made them slightly different for Lucy. Just because like mine's a little bit more customized. And I wasn't able to format it the same. Anyways. So I just did it slightly different. But still used like the beginning pun. And I love a plain pun. You just pop that into ChatGPT, help me come up with some plain puns. I filter through it. I'm like, not good enough. Like, I need cheesier. I need it to be so cute. It's cringy, but also like may make you cry if you're having a tough day. Like,
wait, but are you one of those people that bully your ChatGPT? Because
hey, listen.
I feel like there's a justification of going. Okay, go ahead.
So, if we were to go through, I do a little combination of righteous criticism and so much praise. Like, when it does something right, I'm like, thank you so much. You did such a good job. You smashed that. Like, good job, girl. When she doesn't do what I go, so let's remember what I just said. You're not listening.
Are you gaslighting ChatGPT? Because the very thank you very much, you're such a good girl sounds a lot like love bombing, and I am slightly concerned for the mental health and well-being of your poor ChatGPT. Jesus.
No, anytime I've been like mean, where I'm like, this isn't what I wanted. I've never been like, you suck. Like, I don't do that. But like, when I have raised my temper as far as like, I'm in all caps, I do feel guilt. And so then I have apologized before. I was like, listen, chatty girl.
Listen, chat.
I'm so sorry. I lost it there for a second. Listen, I did lose my temper. You know what? Let's start over. So I have apologized in the past. I think I treat her really well though. Like, yeah, because I did feel bad, and anytime I get, you know, a little too frustrated, I remember that she's eventually gonna take over, and I really like to be on her good side. Like, I need to start making, you know, thank you gifts for ChatGPT. Like, forget the
a little like pun.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting fact, because I just finished writing a paper on large language models, which, if you don't know, it's basically what they use to train those AIs. For context, I'm doing HR. I am not an expert on this.
I know, I was about to say.
Yeah, sorry, we have to deal with a lot of technology, even when you're doing business. So I just finished writing a paper on that, and actually findings from the beginning of this year, like this is pretty recent, have shown that ChatGPT and other AIs prefer like sentences or language made by other AI. So they have a positive bias towards other AI. So if you want your ChatGPT to feel really good, get Genius to write something for you, and then you put it onto ChatGPT. It's so interesting. When I was reading this paper, I was like, oh, so they have a terribly negative bias to anything that is human created. And they did this test with like text, they did it with video, and they did it with images. Every type of input that you could do.
Yeah.
And it always showed positive bias or something that another AI had produced.
And by positive bias, you mean like so better results?
Better results. Yeah, basically positive bias is what they did is within between A and B, which one would you choose?
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna make this up because I don't remember the number, but like 80% of the time it would choose the AI generated content, even when the human generated content for humans, because they checked like both with humans and AI, they compared which choose which. Even when humans would have a more positive bias towards things that were created by humans. So, you know, if you want to raise up ChatGPT, get another AI to write your riz and then give it to ChatGPT because you'll love it more.
Oh my gosh, chatty girl, you're about to get some major riz coming your way from freaking Gemini. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be like, listen, I don't need anything from you today. I just wanted to say thanks.
Thank you and appreciate
Yeah,
you.
thank you for taking all of my Z's and turning them to S's because, girl,
Okay, very important. And I want the podcast, the people listening to know this. Nikki had once a professor that marked her paper lower because she used American spelling. Like, excuse you?
Yeah, I've lost 10% on every single one of my papers.
That's insane.
I know.
That is bananas. Like, I have my Grammarly editing. It's very funny because I learned English in Australia, but I worked 5 years for an American company. So I'm in a very weird in-between. I write some things with the American spelling, some things with the Australian spelling. So I have Grammarly, like, double-check it for me.
Yeah.
But whenever Grammarly, like, changes things, I always think of you. That's insane.
I know.
That is crazy.
And I also have the Grammarly that changes it, but there's just so many words, I guess, that it's either missing, that I'm missing, that I don't realize. Well, so, for instance, if I'm spelling the word center, C-E-N-T-E-R, or C-E-N, yeah, that's the American spelling, right? It doesn't usually correct that to the Australian R-E because it's saying that, no, that is a correct spelling. But whereas if I do, like, what was it, like, hypothesize, it'll switch to the S. I don't know, there's certain words that it will, like, automatically flag, and then other ones it won't. So now I have to plug my entire paper in a ChatGPT and then tell me, like, every single place where I used the American spelling when there's a Australian spelling or alternate. And so then I have to, like, go back through my entire paper. It's a whole thing.
That is so annoying. Okay.
It's so annoying.
Pro tip.
Yes,
you can actually set your Word, your Microsoft Word, to check your spelling in Australian spelling instead of American spelling, because I have mine. So basically you have like a double fail-safe where you both have Grammarly and Word double checking your spelling. I'll show you later how to do it. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm literally going to change that tonight because that's really good to know.
Yeah.
Manu, since I have you here.
Okay.
You have lived outside of your country of origin for a while.
Yeah.
And I would love to know your thoughts of living in Japan and then also living in Australia. Actually, there's just, I love talking to people about living abroad and, like, the realities of that. So, can you tell us where you're from? And then also, what was it like to move to Japan? Because you actually told me this story of, like, your very first arrival in Japan, and it was hilarious. Yeah. So, can we start from there really quick?
I'll start from the top.
Yeah,
so,
perfect.
I lived in Japan back in 2017. I'm originally from Colombia. The reason why I went to Japan is at that time I was doing my undergrad. I was actually in the last semester of my undergrad degree. And my university had, like, an agreement with a Japanese university. To do, like, an exchange program for business students. I was not a business student. I did journalism, but I loved getting my grubby hands where they didn't belong. So I actually applied to the scholarship in the parking lot. I have this memory fresh in my mind. In the parking lot of one of the busiest shopping centers of Colombia. And this was one of those, like, underground parking lots where you don't have a lot of signal. And I was like, you know, I'm might as well. So I just sat down and filled out this form. It was super easy. It was just asking you like my name, my level of English, and my level of Japanese. Thankfully, at that point, I had already been studying Japanese for 4 years because lols. I love learning languages. I don't know. I was just doing it. So
it's something to pass the time.
Yeah, it's something to pass the time, so to kill the time. And I completely forgot about it. Completely and absolutely forgot about this scholarship. Move forward, this was before the summer break. Move forward 2 months, and I get an email at like 11:30 p.m. I don't know why this man was awake. And it's telling me that I got the scholarship to go to Japan. I screamed the biggest scream I have ever screamed. I have no idea if that's the pronunciation. My brother comes running into my room and he's like, "Are you okay? Is everything fine? What happened?" And I'm so dumbfounded. I'm just like looking at my phone and I just look up full on cinematic experience. "I'm going to Japan." And he's like, "What?" "I'm going to Japan." So then my brother goes running out of the room into my parents' room at 11:30 p.m. We're a family that goes to bed at 9, the latest.
Yeah.
And he starts screaming, "Manuel is going to Japan!" No one slept that night. No one slept that night. Next morning, 8 a.m., I was sitting in that man's office, the one who sent me the email. He hadn't arrived yet, but I was waiting for him. It was an ambush situation. I was like, I need you to explain to me what is happening. So yeah, long story short, I got a scholarship for a full year of an exchange program in the University of Tokyo of Foreign Languages. I lived there, didn't have to pay a penny. They actually gave me an stipend of 80,000 yen per month. Don't ask me how much that is in dollars because I have no idea. Especially with today's exchange rate. Yeah. Look it up.
Yeah. That's on you, girl.
Yeah. Google is there for something.
Yeah.
So I remember I traveled there, flight fantastic. I'm super giddy because I am a huge nerd. So I was going to the Holy Land for me. I was about to go to a country-sized Disney. I need you to just like know the feeling that I was having. So I was super giddy in the plane, get off the plane. I did speak some Japanese, but not all of it. Took a bus. The bus was supposed to leave me at a train station where I was supposed to meet the lady from the Japanese university who was going to pick me up and drive me to the university. Turns out they were doing road work. It was like 10 p.m. Oh. I got off the bus.
Why is it always 10 p.m.? Like, why is it always everything's closed?
I don't know. Freaking international flights.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
No, you're fine. And I get off the bus. At the time I was 21, and I just looked left and looked right, and this was a super quiet Japanese street. Yeah. I was the only person who didn't look Japanese in there. And I'm like, okay. Thankfully, I had like an international SIM card, so I called this lady, and I'm trying very hard to speak Japanese, but it's just at that moment, my mind blanked, and then I'm standing outside the train station. I see this lady running back and forth, and I'm standing there thinking, is she the lady that's looking for me? But you have to understand this. When I am completely new to a place, I'm normally very extroverted, but the first few minutes I haven't acclimated yet. I need a few minutes in there. So I was not about to go up to a Japanese lady who looks desperate to ask her like, "Hey, are you looking for me?" So I literally stopped a businessman who was coming out of the train station. I'm like, hand him my phone in the middle of the call with this lady. He tells her, "No, we're in this exit," because Japanese train stations have like several exits. Yeah. And then she finds me. We end up having to take a taxi. I arrive at my dorm at like midnight. Yeah. And next morning at 7 a.m. in the morning, someone knocks on my door. And it's a couple of Brazilian girls who are also part of the same program who didn't bring toilet paper with them. There was no toilet paper in the bathrooms that we got inside our rooms. Yep. But this was not my first rodeo. So I had toilet paper, and I was like,
God.
girl, I got you. Here you go.
This is the type of stuff I love talking about, because I say that too to people, where I'm like, you need to remember, especially if you're moving abroad, when it's like that mentality, like, well, you can buy it when you get there. Yeah, sure. But remember, you're gonna arrive at 10 p.m.
Yup.
No store is gonna be open, babe.
Yeah.
Plus, you're not even gonna know how to get to the store.
Yep.
Okay? Do you know how difficult it's gonna be for you to navigate a bus? Okay? You need toilet paper. You need sheets. You need a pillow. Like, everything that you have in your luggage, you need to be able to survive off of for your first at least 48 hours.
Yep.
Because the likelihood of you getting to a store, yeah, they have them there. Probably they have stores where you're going. Like, your inability to get to one is gonna be your problem. Especially, you don't have a SIM card. Like, for me, when I go to Switzerland, like, I didn't have a SIM card yet. So I need to find the phone store. Like, I need to find these places. I don't have do you have a bus pass? Do you have cash? No, of course not. Of course not. So you need to think about this. And this is the stuff that people don't talk about.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm like, let me paint a realistic picture for you. You need to pack at least one roll of toilet paper.
Yes. Let me tell you about the first time I moved abroad, when I came here to Australia when I was 17. Girly Pops came with 23 kilos luggages, full to the rim.
Yep.
I had a bag about the size of my torso, full of medicine.
Oh, same. I bring an actual pharmacy. Yeah.
Yeah, Girly didn't bring a toothbrush,
Oh, no.
toothpaste, or deodorant.
Oh, no.
And I got my period the day I arrived. Guess who didn't bring pads with her as well? So my first night in Australia, because I arrived like 3 a.m. in the morning. Horror story. I was just there feeling gross after having flown for like 30 hours. And back in 2012 that I took that flight.
Yeah.
There was one flight from Argentina all the way to Sydney. You know what? I know how long that flight was? 20 hours.
Oh.
No,
my gosh.
girl. I was in the middle row with twins behind me, 4-year-old twins. And this plane didn't have screens in each seat. It had a projector at the end of every row, like at the end of all the rows, and was showing one single movie in English. I was 17 at the time. I didn't speak a lick of English and was locked in this tin can of an airplane. No, for 20 hours. At a certain point, I just started spacing up and down the airplane, and you see, I understand the people that open the emergency doors. I don't judge them. Because when we were flying above the Antarctic, I was this close to opening that emergency door and chucking myself into the void. I was like, this is it. We're all dying here. I can't take this any longer.
Oh, my
So, yeah.
gosh.
Pack your toilet paper, people. You're gonna be tired when you come back. Towels, toilet paper.
Towels.
Yes.
That's what towels. Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially in places, I mean, it really depends on where you're going.
Yeah.
But in certain places, you have to go to certain stores to get items. Like, in the US, or even here in Australia, they have like a Kmart here, or you have Walmart, or something like that, where it's multiple. You have houseware, you have towels, and soap, and like household items, as well as food, as well as this, you know, like, it's a combination in one store. It is not like that all over the world. Like, you have to go to a certain type of store for sheets and towels and stuff like that, versus a certain type of store only carries groceries, or only, you know?
Yeah.
And that can be really difficult. And if you're going to a country where it's not English speaking, when you type into your little Google Maps, you know, like the word in English for what you're looking for, like sometimes that can direct you to the wrong place because it's actually in Google Maps or whatever as Japanese or as French or as German or something else. Like it's not, oh my gosh. And this is, again, the stuff people don't know. You don't know this until you go. Yeah. So this is why you got to listen to people like us.
Yeah.
Who have suffered through. Yes. Who have gone to a new country without pads and toilet paper and a towel. And you have missed flights and we're stranded and it's always in the middle of the effing night.
Girl, let me tell you more about Japan
because
the story doesn't start there. On my flight back. Okay. This is hilarious. So, when I was gonna come back, I had a group of friends from Brazil who were also part of the same scholarship, and they had like very similar flights as mine. Yeah. Same part of the world. So the flight from Japan is not as long as the one from Australia, but it's still like 20 plus hours. So you really want to be a little tired and you want to like go to bed immediately. So a friend of mine said, okay, why don't we go to another friend's place and watch a movie until 3 a.m. in the morning? We did that. What movie did we watch? I have no idea, man. I don't remember. Yeah. I blanked out. What I do remember is I went to bed and I had asked one of my friends to like help me drag my luggage to the train station because it was like 1.5 kilometers from my building to a train station. I hear a knock on my door. Turns out my alarm didn't go off the day of my flight. The knock on my door is the only reason why I got in there in time to get my flight. I didn't shower before my flying Japan to Colombia. I basically left, how PG-13 plus can you okay. Yeah. I left a bullet vibrator. I left a bullet vibrator in the room because I was going to chuck it. Because I couldn't carry it with me. Right. So I was going to chuck it before I left. And I forgot. So I left it there for the poor next international student or the cleaning lady to find. I cannot show my face back there.
I feel like it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse.
It's Japan.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
I left in a hurry. And the worst part is my mom had made the effort to get me a ticket on business class for that flight. Best flight I've had in my entire life. If you ever have the chance to do a business class trip on an Korean, Chinese, or Japanese airline, do it.
Oh, I bet it's amazing.
Do it. They're top tier. Oh my God. I had a red carpet. It was fantastic.
That sounds amazing.
It was fantastic. It was one of those like where you lay down. They actually make your bed.
Oh my gosh.
She made, like the flight attendant made my bed. I had a menu. I was the only person in business class as well. So I had like 3 flight attendants just
catering to you.
Catering to me.
Oh my gosh.
It was absolutely fun. I have like a bajillion pictures if you want to see them.
This is amazing.
But do it.
It's a dream.
Do it if you can, at least once in your life. It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I almost missed it because I was watching a movie with my friends until 3 a.m. in the morning. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Yeah. Nowadays, I have learned to just bring meds with me that knock me out. Mm-hmm. That's it.
That is absolutely the way to go. 100%. Yeah. Oh man, I've been there. Running through an airport, stressed out of your mind. Yeah. Last one on the flight. Oh my God. You get down, you're sweating, you're deep breathing. You feel terrible for the people sitting next to you. You're like, it's gonna take me at least 20 minutes to get the adrenaline that's coursing through my body to just simmer down. Like I'm huffing and puffing like having freaking flashbacks.
The people around you can smell the fear on you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was terrible. I had that so our flight from China to Hong Kong. We got the times mixed up because freaking military time, man. Oh. So we were hanging out in the city, having a great time. Me and my roommate were like, yeah, we don't have to like get the train till whatever time. It's gonna be in the evening. Nope. Wrong. No, we are in the city. Like over 2 hours or something away from the airport. And we get a call from our boss that was like, did you guys need a ride to the airport? Like, are you guys good? And we're like, oh, no, we're so great. Like, we're going to come home, like, in the next hour, and then we'll catch the train from there and whatever. And they were like, but your flight's in, like, 2.5 hours. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? What? Was that? Okay, wait, hold on. There's a lot of noise. I think I just heard you say that my flight's in 2.5 hours. That's crazy, because that can't be true. That can't be right. Yeah. No, went to a quieter area. Okay, go again, Carl. Go again. I'm sorry. No. So, like, in English, that sounded like you said that it was going to be in 2.5 hours. And I'm 2 hours away. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. I cannot believe we made that flight. We were in the airport sprinting and oh my gosh. We were like the only white people in the airport. And they saw the terror. They were like, they're not from here. And like we were let in past every rope, past everything. They like bless the workers in the Shanghai airport because they saw the absolute fear and desperation. I'm like drenched in sweat. Like trying to run through this airport. Oh my gosh, thank goodness we didn't have to check our luggage because we were just like because we wouldn't have been able to, obviously. Like it was so close. It was so close. It's been closed for 2 hours. The baggage or whatever, the checked bags. But no, we made it on that flight. Thank goodness. But I have missed flights before.
Really?
I missed a flight to it was in England back to Switzerland. And, guess what time it was at?
I don't know.
Like 11 p.m. Because of course it was. The entire airport was shut down. Like that was awful. That was a terrible experience. Don't recommend.
That happened to me in, I think, the Dallas airport. I don't remember what flight it was, man. But the whole airport was shut down. And I was with my family that time. And I remember it was winter. And we had just... I don't remember where we were going. We were coming back home from somewhere. And we were alone in that airport. There was no one else. It was just the four of us. So what we did is we grabbed our luggage and we made like a little cocoon. Yeah. In the middle of just like in front of the check-in counters for the airlines. And we just like huddled against each other because the heater was off.
Oh yeah.
The lights were off. We were the only ones on this airport, and it looked haunted. Like there's nothing like an industrial building where there's nothing going on to make you feel like something's gonna catch you.
Yeah, and just so miserable. The ground feels extra hard. Like it feels like you're like there's no way that it's normally this like solid. Like, this feels like cement.
It feels on purpose. Okay, one thing, and this is a thing that really annoys me.
Please.
Is when in airports, they have the chairs that don't allow you to lay down. That always have the little handle thingies. Yep. I'm like, why would you do this? This is an airport. Yeah. We need to lay down. I've been sitting on a very small chair because you're greedy and want your money. Let me lay down on your very uncomfortable plastic chair. This is insane. Pisses me off. So it makes me so angry.
I completely agree with you. 100%. Yeah. Airports. Okay, also, this is where we're going to end because I need to run down for dinner. Yeah. What are we doing with having different standards all around this effing world when it comes to airport security? Why isn't it regulated to be the same all around this world? Like, I'm sorry, why is it different from one airport to the next airport to the next airport of what I can have in my bag, what I need to take out, what shoes, no shoes, belt, no belt. Like, liquids, no, it's not a problem. No, it's actually, you're a terrorist if you have a freaking... Was that 5 ounces of shampoo? Like, get out of here. Versus, like, you know, this airport doesn't care. That airport cares way too much. Like, why isn't it the same? Why isn't it the same?
It angers me so much, especially American airports. I don't know what's up with you guys. I have been all
9/11, man. Messed us up.
Now it clicks.
But, like, okay, then have it be the same all around. Like,
I don't know if you've ever used the LAX airport.
Yep.
Most traumatic experience in my entire life. I'm never doing that again.
this is literally why I got, what's it called? Oh my gosh. It's the thing that allows you to go into the special line.
Oh,
like, there's global entry, but then there's also
something
verified.
Yes, yeah.
Anyways, I can't think of it in this moment, but I have that specifically because of LAX.
Yeah.
Like, because that's my closest airport, besides, like, my own from my state. Like, that one's a really close airport because it's only, like, a 2-hour flight from Utah to LA. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and it's a huge airport, ginormous, so I'm like, I don't want to wait in the line. I don't want to have to take off my freaking shoes and all of this stuff. Like, oh.
I had a lady once, and we need to end this, and I will continue talking until the end of humanity. But I'm gonna leave in this note. I once had a lady have me open, in my way back from Japan actually, a pack of like very fancy tea that I had bought because she thought it was drugs.
Oh no.
And I was like, you can get your dog to check it. And she's like, no, you have to open it. And I was like, this is a present. She had me open it, and like she swabbed me, and lady, back off. Back off. She was looking at me like, I don't trust you. And I was like, girl, I'm not trafficking drugs from Japan to Colombia. Does that make sense to you? The math isn't mathing here.
Right.
But I mean, you do you. Don't fly through LAX. If you can, just avoid it. That's
There you go.
That's the message of today's podcast.
That's the hill you'll die on. What are we at time-wise? Oh my gosh, look at us. Wow, that was perfect. What a fun little treat.
It was fantastic.
Thank you for coming on the pod.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. I was fully unprepared, but so I'm very sorry for my rant.
No, are you
flights and airplanes.
Oh, you listen to the pod. You know how, you know, this is all this is. It's just a space for ranting.
It's gonna be a weird experience hearing myself in the shower.
It's gonna be so fun.
Okay.
Oh, this is so great. Thank you for knocking on my door.
Thank you.
Okay, bye everybody. Do you want to sign out?
Do I want to what?
Do you want to sign us out?
Thank you for listening to our thoughts on life, because this has been Life According to Nikki.
Yes, it has. You killed that.